Hello everyone, it's Helen at Journaling Planet, and today I'm going to be making the trashiest masterboard ever. I mean, probably. I've wanted to do this for a very long time, and I've just somehow never got around to it. I've got a big pile of junk mail that's been pushed through my letterbox, sitting on the side, and it's been waiting for me to harvest all the colours from it. So you can probably see I'm building up a pile on the right-hand side of just colours. Each page is getting set to one side so that when I've finished this project, I can go back through the junk mail and just see if there are any images that I would like to cut out before it goes into the recycling. This project is building up to a giveaway that I'm going to do in my next video because unbelievably, it will be 100 videos since I started this channel. And I cannot believe how it's grown, all the lovely people that I've met through doing this work. It was just supposed to be a little channel where I shared my craft ideas and my craft journey. And so many of you have accompanied me on that journey through thick and very thin, as obviously a lot's happened in that time for me personally. I've lost my husband to cancer, and it's only underlined to me even more how important journaling is in my life. So I will be doing a little giveaway on the 100 videos. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Some of you are also signed up to my Substack, where I send out free printables and prompts and creative pep talks. You're always welcome to join me there too, and the link is down below. I was really surprised how well this masterboard came out ultimately. The first step in the process was simply to gather these colours off the junk mail, and then I'm going to be gluing it down in masterboard style fashion. After that, I'm going to get some junk pieces, and I'll show you the individual pieces that I used to make marks on the paper with some ink, but it's all going to be junk. Started the gluing process now, and this is possibly the most time-consuming part of the project. The whole thing, though, didn't take me that long. It took me about 40 minutes, and this video has been sped up 4 times. So it's still something that you could complete in an hour if you wanted to try it for yourself. It didn't take me too long to harvest the colours and then get sticking things down. As I was going through the masterboard, I was trying to put complementary colours next to each other. It wasn't always possible. Sometimes I had to do tone on tone, so blues next to blues or greens next to greens, pinks next to pinks sometimes. But I did try and make sure that complementary colours were next to each other wherever possible. And if you're not sure what I mean by that, you can Google search for a colour wheel, and Google will present you with an image of a colour wheel. And if you look at, say, orange, you'll see across the colour wheel from that is blue and greens. So a complementary colour is often opposite on the colour wheel from the colour you're working with. Putting a little bit of text in there, and I really feel if I did this again, I'll probably do more of that. I really liked the text and how it looked on the final masterboard pieces. And it's made me think about actually just doing all text from junk mail as well. That's possibly another video that I'll do in the upcoming weeks, is just using text only and doing a masterboard that way. But I'm starting to lean really into abstract in my artwork, and I thought this would be actually a really good exercise for me in using colour to create something abstract and see how everything fit together and experiment with different combinations. And it really was. I've not quite got bold enough yet to start my own abstract journal, but I'm sure that is only a few videos away. You know, different interests, different journals. I feel like I'm forever starting new journals. But there's nothing too wrong with that. It's lovely to have so many interests and inspirations. I was very lucky to receive through the post a piece of junk mail that came in a gold envelope, which is where all that gold paper is coming from. It was one of those postcode lottery prize winning draws, and it was in gold, I guess because they want to encourage people to think that they will be wealthy enough to afford gold if they take part. And So I immediately put that to one side. I knew that I would be using that in this project. The blue stripes are from the inside of that gold envelope. So that created a nice little bit of contrast. Even now, watching the video back, I can see how it's starting to take shape and how really this would have just worked as an abstract piece, even if I was just leaving it as it is, or even just cutting it down into smaller abstract pieces and not doing anything else with them except maybe a bit of mark making. I think it would have worked. It's just really interesting to see the different tones in there. By this point in the project, I'd started to get very sticky fingers, and I'm too lazy to go and wash them off mid masterboard. So everything was just sticking to my fingers towards the end. So I was causing myself a little bit more stress than necessary. At this point in the project, I'm just going through and putting some strips in different directions. I tend to favor horizontal strips when I do masterboards. I don't know why that is, but I always have to go back afterwards and put some strips in different directions. I've only become conscious of the fact that I do this quite recently. So now I try and correct it when I do masterboards and put a few things going in different directions and in unexpected places. Here's the junk. Yeah, look at all this rubbish. No idea what that is actually, that rubber thing. But this is an old bobbin spindle, and that makes wonderfully textured prints just using a bit of ink. It's not even special ink. This isn't even me using my archival ink. It's just office ink. I don't know what this rubber thing came off. I think it might have been the top of a jar or a bottle, like to protect the glass. But if you see anything of this shape, maybe you know what it is. Let me know in the comments if you know where I got this. I have no idea, but I absolutely loved the shape it made to the point that I'm going to mount it onto some card as a proper stamp. This thing came in one of the little units that we ordered from IKEA, and I don't know what it was for. It was one of those bits that's left over, and now I'm using just a nail to go around and make marks. The end of a nail is an amazing stamp. It's just a rusty old one. And that's the top of a water bottle. That also makes great circles. And I really went to town with this one. I just decided I was going to go mad. Look at me speeding up. Yeah, getting all of those circles in there to make sure that every bit of masterboard was going to have some stamping on it. No one was going to be left out when I did the cutting. I started to overlap the circles here as well, trying to make different patterns, motifs. I just love how this has turned out. And then I cut it up, and I've got these wonderful 4 postcard size pieces of masterboard. So no prizes for guessing what I'll be making in the giveaway, but also some leftover scraps for any abstract work I might do. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Don't discount your junk mail. Look what you can make. I hope this has been inspiring, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be video 100.